So I just filmed this entire book haul, and then it didn't actually film. So that's really great. So if the camera quality is not as good, I flipped the camera around so I could see to make sure it was recording. So I really don't know what I did. I pressed record and it was recording when I turned the camera around, but what do I know? I am running really late, but I'm gonna do a quick little book haul for you of all the books I got for Christmas and then books that I've bought recently. So let's just go ahead and get right into it because I have to leave the house very soon for an appointment. So first I got Radiance by Grace Draven. This was gifted to me for a Christmas gift from Jess on Bookstagram, and I'm so excited to read this. This is a fantasy romance following these two characters who are in an arranged marriage and have to discover friendship before they become any closer. And I've always heard such amazing things about this. My friend really loved it, and then Ava from Ava Reads Romance adores this book, so I am so excited to give this a try. Next, and I'm sorry if I'm talking fast in this video. I feel like I'm talking so fast. I did also just finish a coffee. So next I have this trilogy, The Maiden Ship by Michelle Rickman, The Rightful Bearer, and The Lion in the Sea. This is all part of this trilogy that is just the most gorgeous books in the world. This was also a gift from Jess, and I am so excited to give these a try. They look so magical. They're fantasy romance, I believe, with magic and pirates, probably mermaids. I am just so excited to give these a try. The art is just so beautiful, and I think it's just going to be a really immersive series to read, so I cannot wait. Next I have I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. This was a gift for Christmas. I have already read this. I read this last year, but I adored it so much. I cannot wait to reread it in the future. There's a lot of trigger warnings. I have them all on my Goodreads if you need to read those, but overall I think this is just such a well-written book, and I think that she just goes over so many important things. I really enjoyed it, and I think she's just incredible. So, and I loved it so much I had to have the book on my shelf. Another memoir, I have Beyond the Wand by Tom Felton. I'm really excited to read this. I think it's going to be so much fun. I love reading celebrity memoirs for being able to see a glimpse into their lives, a glimpse behind the scenes, so to say, and get to know what it was like for them, not for their character, you know. So I'm really excited to read this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it has pictures in it, like memoirs do sometimes, and I really love when they do that, so I'm excited for that. Next, I have Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I am so excited to read this book. I love Marissa Meyer. I love fairy tale retelling, so I am really excited to give this one a try. I think this is just a standalone rather than a series, so I'm interested to see how she kind of wraps up an entire story in just one book. Because I love her series. I think it's really the Cinder series was incredible, so I'm excited to see what it's like to read a standalone from her. I think it's gonna still be really good, obviously. So, and this is Alice in Wonderland based. I'm really excited about that. I love Alice in Wonderland. So, also by Marissa Meyer, the Renegades trilogy. I have already read the first one in this series. I really loved it, and now I'm going to be reading the other two books in this series sometime this year. I got the box set because it was cheaper to do that than just to buy the second and the third, and this was a gift actually. But I am really excited to continue with this series because I think it's so amazing, and I just love the super unique world. I've never seen a superhero world like this in any other YA series, so I'm really excited about this. I also feel like I don't know how this is going to end well, but you know, I'm gonna be there for the ride. So next, another gift from Christmas was Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I'm so excited for this book because I saw it pitched on TikTok as fantasy meets Wednesday Addams, and I cannot wait for that. I think it's going to be so freaking good. Also, this is just quite literally the most beautiful book I own. I love it. And there's even really beautiful in papers too, or I mean the under the dust jacket. Look at this. It's so beautiful. I can't get over it. And it just sounds like such a unique book as well. So it's about a girl who falls in love with death, and you know, I love a twisted romance, so I'm really excited to give this a try. I think I'll be reading it quite soon actually. because I really want to. Oh, I just hit myself in the face with this book. Awesome. Next, I have Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen. This is a Miles and Gwen Stacy comic book that was also a gift for Christmas from Jess. I am really excited about this. This one has been on my list for a while. I've read most of Miles' comics, but I have not read this little pair-up yet, so I am very excited. I mean, the cover itself is just iconic. I love it. It's obviously a play on the iconic kiss from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, but these are both spider people, so they're both upside down. And I really like their relationship, and I'm interested to see if they maybe play into this a little bit more in the next Spider-Verse movie. So very excited for that. Next, I have The Duchess Hunt by Lorraine Heath. I picked this up at Half Price Books the other day, and I'm really excited to give it a try. It is about a guy who is looking for a wife, and he has his secretary or like his assistant help him find someone, and he ends up falling for her instead, which I'm here for that. And I've heard a lot of really good things about Lorraine Heath, and she's just one of the most iconic historical romance authors out there, so I feel like I really need to read one of her books. And I believe it's Crystal Bookish Life that really loves Lorraine Heath, and I trust her opinion, so I am very excited to give this one a try. And I mean, look at this iconic cover. I will say this is one of the larger mass market paperbacks, the new like larger ones, and I'm not sure I like those, but it's okay. Next, this is like such a variety of books on this stack, but this is As Old as Time by Liz Braswell. This is one of the Twisted Tale books. I believe it's the second one. I don't know if these need to be read in order or not. I've been trying to figure that out, but this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, obviously, as you can tell by the cover, where the twist is, what if Belle's mother is the one who cursed the Beast? And so I'm really excited. I've been really getting into Beauty and the Beast retellings lately, so I'm very excited to give this one a try. I've been wanting to read like more of these Twisted Tale books, or any of them. I haven't read one yet, for quite a while, and they've got so many in this series, so I'm very excited to give this a try. And I figured if I was going to own one of them, I'd want to own the Beauty and the Beast one, so I picked that up at Half Price Books. And then next I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was a gift for Christmas that I am very excited to give a try. I didn't really think I'd ever be reading a Taylor Jenkins Reid's book, but I saw a video about this on TikTok and I was like, oh, I didn't really know that's what this was about. And I've heard so many like amazing things, so I think I want to give it a try and see if I like this book. And I believe they're also adapting it to a movie or a TV show or something, so I feel like I should at least read the book first, give it a try, see if I like it. It's definitely a little outside my comfort zone, like an adult fiction like this, but I've just heard so many iconic like reviews, so I do want to give it a try, so we'll see. I'm gonna have to like put some work into getting into it, but I think it'll be good. Next, I got Boyfriend Material and Husband Material by Alexis Hall. I am really excited to give these a try. I don't usually like buy a sequel to a contemporary like this right away, but they looked so good together on the shelves, so I got both of them at Half Price Books. I've heard a lot of amazing things about this series, so I'm really excited to try them out next time I'm in the mood for a contemporary romance. It doesn't necessarily use tropes that I would usually lean towards, but like I said, I've heard so many people give these really good reviews, and like Alexis Hall in general really good reviews, so I'm excited to give these a try. Next, I have Forging Silver into Stars by Bridget Kemmerer. I also recently bought the third book in the Cursebreaker series, so I love these books so much. I love this entire world. I love this author. I love these characters. I'm just the #1 fan now, and this is my current read, as you can tell by the bookmark in it. I finished the third book in the Cursebreaker series last night, and now I'm going to pick this up. This is the spinoff series following Tycho, who is a character introduced in the second and the third book in the other series, and it's 4 years later, so he's a little bit older. He went from 15 to 19. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to dive back into this world and see things from his perspective now, and also get to see old characters that I already missed so dearly, even though I finished the book literally last night. So there's also a big thing that happened in the third book that I really want to know how it turns out in this one. So very excited about that purchase. And then next I have Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard, another YA fantasy that I'm really excited about. For some reason, Victoria Aveyard is just one of those authors that I'm always buying books of, but I haven't actually read that many of her books. I've only read Red Queen, but I do want to read that series this year. So I'm very excited to give these a try. I think this is not part of the Red Queen series. This is a new series. But I'm really excited to read it. I'm just very, very much in a YA fantasy mood right now, or just like fantasy in general. So I'm very excited to read this. Like I said, I don't really know what it's about. I know it's a group of people. There's magic. They're fighting for their realm, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm here for it though. Next, my latest 2 Book of the Month books, which I've now actually canceled Book of the Month because it got too expensive, but I have The Reunion by Kayla Olson, which is a romance book. I don't really know what it's about, frankly. I think they are actors and they fall in love. I don't know. I just chose it because it was the romance book of the month, and there was no other books that I was interested in. So, and then I got These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This book went super popular, especially on Book Talk a couple years ago, and I never got the chance to pick it up. But I think it was actually something I would really like. It's a Romeo and Juliet retelling. I'm hoping minus the depressing ending, so I'm very excited to give this a try. I also own the other book in the duology. I don't think they're necessarily like a sequel type of series, but they go together because they're in the same world, but I'm not sure. Either way, I'm really excited to give it a try, and I just love this cover. Look how beautiful it is. And then lastly, I have A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth, and I picked this up just on a cover buy. Frankly, I bought this at Half Price Books the other day, but it looks so good, and like I said, you can tell I'm totally on a fantasy kick right now, and I'm hoping to propel that because I have so many fantasy books on my shelf that have been sitting there for so long because I haven't been in the mood to read them, so I'm hoping I finally am in the mood to read them. So I'm super excited about this book. Look at the cover. It is a YA fantasy, maybe new adult fantasy, about a group of queer teenagers who are fairies and other things, and they're trying to save their world. So I'm really excited about that. I think it's kind of almost like a Cruel Prince, where there's like the real world and the fairy world. So I'm really excited to dive in. I think all the characters look really fun, and I can't emphasize enough how much I like this cover. So this is what I wish covers were like all the time. I like this like hyper realistic drawn art, like computer art. So this is my favorite kind of cover, and I really love it, and I even like the font. So that is my book haul. I think those are all the books. I'm not even sure. I've bought a lot of books recently. It's a little overwhelming, but that's okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I talked so fast. Even though I've been talking for 13 minutes, it feels like I've been talking really fast, but that's what caffeine does to you. Also the fact that I have to leave the house in like 5 minutes. So I'm nothing if not terrible at time management. So I hope you enjoyed this video regardless of my caffeine induced hysteria, but I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of these. Tell me what to read first. I'm just really in a really good reading mood, so I'm hoping that continues throughout the new year. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.